This is the deck that got me to the top 10,000 in Masterball. I plan on putting more deck videos out of the decks which helped me get to Masterball and also to the top 10k. So if you do enjoy this video, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for the next one, with plenty more deck videos to come. Now this isn't a new deck and you may be very familiar with it. It is the Rampardos deck which runs Lucario, Sudowoodo, and Marshadow. It is a no EX deck that performs very strongly against the Darkrai Giratina combo as well as other meta decks like Gyarados, Charizard, Mewtwo, and Giratina. It's a really solid and fast deck. So this is the deck list. We run 2 Riolos, 2 Lucarios, 2 Granados, 2 Rampardos with 2 Skull Fossils. We run 1 Marshadow and 1 Sudowoodo. For item cards, I run the X Speed and the 2 Pokeballs, and then for supporters, we run the 2 Oaks, a Cyrus, a Sabrina, and an Iono. Now, Iono is extremely important in this deck because it basically is your anti-bricking tool. If you do get a bad starting hand or you're not drawing what you need, that's when you want to use the Iono. The one card missing from this deck, or 2 cards depending on which way you look at it, which you might think is really useful and should be in the deck, is red and also a giant cape. But I typically find that the X speed is more useful for getting you out of shitty starting situations. Just simply having the 130 damage is usually enough, and it's a bit of an all gas no brakes. And if you do get your Lucario down, that is the red organically. So you do the 150 with 1 Lucario, and if you do get 2 Lucarios down, that is a 170. So you don't really need the red, which is why there's no red. All right. Fighting a grass deck, we have a okay start. X speed is nice with this combo because we might be able to catch him off guard if this is Magnezone or Magneton, Magnezone and Meowscarada. Oh, okay. Interesting. Where are you getting your fire energy gen from? Interesting. Alright, I mean, it's the free retreat, I guess, is what they're going for. Yeah, the double Foss is good. I'm in a little bit of trouble here, though. The speed of Carnivine here is pretty bad. What's the best way to play this? Because we're only doing 70 with Lucario, so puts me in a bad spot. Carnivine could seriously stomp me. Okay, that's really annoying. That's a... They probably didn't even need that as well. Okay, okay, yep. I'll take it. Interesting. Okay. We have the tools, but it's going to be hard with 2 Granados, unless I can go really quickly. Frick. Yeah, this is going to be really hard. Okay, actually, that's like a massive help. So I think we just, because obviously we can sack one of them. I mean, Giovanni and they'll one-tap me. I'll put Pseudo down for some cover here. Plus it dilutes me. I mean, the chance that they have Erica or the Nurse in their hand is so slim with 2 cards, but if they do, frick, I guess. But I have 2 Rampardos here, so that's really good for me. All right, kind of regretting putting the Pseudo down because we could have Marshadow. All right, this is going to be interesting. It doesn't matter. Like you could have argued I didn't need to evolve this one, but it doesn't matter because either way, he's gonna have to kill me with Carnivine, and I think because he has to energy Carnivine this turn, this puts us in a good spot. He's gonna go for the energy into Arceus. Nah, he can't. He's gonna have to like pull some shit out here. He has to kill my second Rampardos, otherwise I'll win. If they don't take out my Rampardos, easy. I mean, we arguably got very lucky thanks to the Iono. We did get pretty lucky thanks to their Iono, I guess. So, yeah. I guess I'll take it though. Speed kills, man. Speed kills. They gave me a better hand than I had. If I had the hand that I had a chance at winning, but I think they gave me a much better hand when they gave me 2 Rampardos and the Carnivine. That was chef's kiss. Alrighty, so this is an example of probably one of the worst starts. No X speed, and we have Marshadow and we're turn 1. We're seeing a Dragonite deck, which isn't too common in Masterball, but it can happen. Okay, so straight away we got 2 Pokies, so we're guaranteed at least a Riolu, hopefully. No, we're definitely guaranteed a Riolu, actually. Since we only have Pseudo, Marsh, and Riolu, so we get a Riolu. We have the Carnivine start, which is really nice. If we can get into an X speed, I probably wouldn't even bother pressing it. This is going to be one of those games, given what we're fighting. That's an interesting start. Given what we're fighting, this is one of those games where we probably rip an Iono if possible, because we need that Skull Fossil. If we get a Skull Fossil, we're in a really good spot. But Dragonite is one of those decks you have to go really fast against, and they've already got a Water into a Lightning, so they're pretty set on their energies. Yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, so this is really good. We get a Lucario down, we get the Skull Fossil down, we have the ramp line. This is pretty much an ideal non-brick start, plus we have another Oak. But I probably could have held that to see if we draw an X speed, but we didn't. But we also have a pretty nice setup here. So we just end turn since we can't attack. Now, the only real issue here is that we're behind a turn due to energy, but what we can pretty much do next turn is start attacking with Cranidos, which does the 50 plus the extra 20 from Lucario. We can kill this Dratini in the next turn. If they don't evolve this turn, we're in a pretty good... Okay, that Iono throws a spanner in the works. We can still pull off the Cranidos play though. Alright, because we also drew our Iono, which is quite nice here, we're going to see if we can rip Ramp. If we can pull Ramp here, that'll be really good, because we don't really need the rest of our hand now. Right, give us Rampardos. Luke, Riolu, Rampardos. Okay. Not ideal. I'm still going to get aggressive here though, because whether we get it or not, this is still a kill with the addition of the Lucario damage. So we take this Drat out. He doesn't have the Dragonite down yet. We can feed energy in the Marshadow, which means we get at least 50 into this next turn, or at least 70 into this next turn, sorry, which takes it to 90 on the Dragonite. So unless they kill us with the Giovanni, we should still be in a pretty okay spot here. They keep like moving, like minimizing in the app or something. I don't know what's happening. All right. So we're just going to smack this for 70. Puts him, unless they're running a heal or a giant cape, that could bugger us up. But then Marshadow will still kill it. They need to have a giant cape and a heal. Because we do have, remember, the boosted Lucario damage. So this does minimum 120. So yeah, you can see this is pretty winnable even without getting our Rampardos from that Iono. We're still in a pretty good spot. But we could obviously lose this in one go if the Dragonite comes down and gets a perfect split. They don't have it. Alright. They haven't drawn D-Knight. We got the Irrita down. It's a little bit annoying. If we can get... That's what I was waiting for. If we can get Cyrus or Sabrina, then we're in a strong spot. So this is pretty much GG now. Easy. So you can see in this example, even when you don't get the Rampardos line down, you can still win with the tools you have, which is Lucario, which is the boosted damage, which is the Marshadow on the bench. Like it works really well. And it's very consistent and not giving up any points or any EX points. So only 1 point. They have to kill 3 of our cards to win the game. All right, so we've ripped another turn 1. We're fighting Psychic, which probably means we're fighting Mewtwo Giratina. Gengar. Okay, Gengar has been a little bit in vogue. Just because people are trying to go going a little bit like anti on the Giratina Darkrai. Anti-supporter, it's pretty damn nice. Okay, it's fine. Pretty annoying card though. Especially because we have such a good hand right now. And I just gave them, technically they have like a 1 in... Ooh. Well, they have a 50% chance of screwing us up. Well, slightly less because they have to get a heads first. But yeah, Gengar's pretty popular because of the anti-supporter. You don't see it too much in Master Ball, but it does. It is kind of every now and then. I would say the deck you see the most in Master Ball is obviously Darkrai Giratina, followed by Meowscarada and Magnezone, and then probably Carnivine, Arceus, and Gyarados. They're like the 4 you see the most. Mewtwo, Giratina, like, yeah, but it's kind of fallen off. As soon as you get to the top 10k, I don't know if it really is any different between like lower, but well, no, that's disingenuous. It's pretty much Darkrai Giratina everywhere. But you do run into more grass decks, I think, the higher you get in Master Ball, because people are really going for, like, people are really going for the anti-Darkrai and Giratina counters. But it's such an overpowered deck. I think the deck would be so much more balanced and the game would be far more enjoyable if, like, Rocky Helmet wasn't usable on EX Pokemon. That deck becomes so much harder to beat because of Rocky Helmet. I also think the Nurse Coin, sorry. I also think this is going to get Rampardos now, watch. Really nice, okay, that's good. I also think that the Nurse card is what I was trying to go for, is like really stupid. Well, no, it's a great card. I think it was a really stupid introduction to the game. This should be GG now. Pseudo. Yeah, okay, I mean, we'll keep that as is. I heard the Ghastly they got a Drift Bloom in the back, which is an easy KO. Yeah, I think the Nurse card was a stupid addition because conditions and statuses are already so weak thanks to Arceus. Having a cleanse for paralysis is pretty frustrating, especially when you're giving that tool to something like Darkrai Giratina, which is already so powerful. Yeah, it just feels like it should have been left out of this season of ranked and maybe, or this set, and maybe brought in on the next set. I think it would have been a different ball game if we didn't give Darkrai Giratina the ability to heal 70 HP, actually 50 in a turn. I think that is probably with ranked is people bring whatever deck in and then they just like they rage quit if they're gonna lose, and it's very frustrating because you got to sit here and, like, I understand it's ranked, but did they get bricked? I guess they got bricked. They ran a Pokedex, Ghastly, Drifblim, weird deck. All right, GG. On to the next one.